I recently saw something, and it actually had to do with a mutual favorite show of ours, The Office. The Office Ladies podcast. They had done some social media posts about how June 8th is National Friendship Day, Best Friends Day. And I reached out to you and I was like, we should do something for the podcast because, I mean, here we are, besties.
That's right. I think you use the term like BBFs instead of BFFs, like best book friends.
That's right.
And I think, we're BFFs and BBFs. There's just so much being and so much effing.
I mean, I think friendship is a form of having a soulmate. And I've mentioned this to you before. I referred to you a few years ago as one of my soulmates. And I feel like I have multiple soulmates. And you get to explore these beautiful things through friendships. And you get to see each other's lives and the kind of ebb and flow of what we go through as individuals and as people. And we may be far away, as you and I are, but I feel like we're always close in heart. And yeah, one of the best ways to bond is with a friend over a book. My friend Sarah Dodge, now Sarah LaFave, she was one of my first best friends when I was about 10 and 11 years old, and we bonded over books. We definitely read Sweet Valley High books together, and yeah, that was such a big and important part of our friendship, and it's funny how that still remains to this day. I love talking with friends about books.
When we reflect about when we really knew, like when we were locked in, we were like, we are going to be very close friends for a very long time. Way back when we first met in 2007, that very like pivotal moment. I remember you told me, it might have been months later. You were like, and I just knew kindred spirits. Exactly. And I mean, kindred spirits, soulmates, call it what you want, but it's just like it's a deeper level, a higher level of connection.
And there has been a term that I've also used in addition to soulmate and kindred spirit, and it's the term bosom buddy. Another two more B's. We love a B. And that kind of comes from Anne of Green Gables. But our main character of Anne Shirley, and her best friend, which is Diana Barry, who she just absolutely loves. And I have a little quick quote, and it's her idea of like an ideal friend who ends up becoming this Diana Barry. A bosom friend, an intimate friend, a really kindred spirit to whom I can confide my inmost soul. I've dreamed of meeting her all my life. And honestly, I feel like I have found that in you, my friend. And I have other friends that I feel similarly about. And what a blessing, and how wonderful is that?
You don't know this, actually, but behind my screen, and I'm going to sort of flash the camera here as I reach to get it, is a picture of you and I that you had made for me, actually, after you got married as like a thank you gift. And it's always somewhere prominent. So until it was here, so when we redid this room, I brought it down here because this sort of became the podcasting studio. But up until that point, it hung very prominently in our bedroom.
I like it.
On the ceiling. No, but it is this, what I'm going to show because you made it. Though miles may lay between us, we're never far apart. For friendship doesn't count the miles. It's measured in the heart. And there we are on your wedding day. So, yes, agreed. Such a special, special gift. Our friendship and the friendships that we share with so many people. And then the imaginary friends that we make in books who don't even know we exist.
No, it's so true. We were just talking about the Rachel incident, which is a co-favorite of ours, and the relationship between Rachel and James, and how for both of us, I think when we read that, the first time that they're really kind of connecting, like we felt that spark, and it reminded us of some favorite friendships of ours. And there's nothing better and there's nothing truer when you can read something in a book and it just really just like brings it to you.
Happy Best Friends Day.
Same to you, my friend.